Appreciate that. I'm not going to take it to Arizona, but I can't. So I got to drop this thing over the line. People steal goats, eat them out there, get a dog Christmas. Thank you. I got to put anything up on you because I got to open up some one.
Amazing.
Well, I might live 40 years and never seen another collection like that. Please go to gimme.com and load it up. Working on the weight loss. Eric and Lubbock, 99F.
You still eye fucking that El Camino. I could tell.
Huh?
That's it. You still eye fucking that El Camino. I could tell.
Yeah, oh man, I love that choo-choo.
What? No. Chris, why are we shooting?
I'm just getting B-roll of when he, I'm not recording right now.
Oh, I was like, I didn't fill up the tape on nothing.
No. Just when he talks.
Mix. That's pretty good.
You ever watch any of those mashup DJs?
Oh yeah. That's great. So when we leave, we're not going to say bye because we've got another hour that we grabbed earlier. And we're going to rerun it.
Okay.
On the West Coast. I just said we're going to lose a few markets because of time. Yeah, 60. No miles, red, black. That IRX 6, that's got 200. See that other business little sticker on it? That says Camaro Blue. Cadillac out there's got 20 on it. Lincoln's got 8. Jerry, did have 800 on it? Yeah. 800 on it. It's on the side. And,
you cannot stop looking at that El Camino.
I can't keep my eyes off that El Camino. I love that car.
So son steals the wheels off of 3 cars. He's mad at stepmom, actually dead. So 3 of these cars have bullshit wheels on them. And we went and bought them from the son.
That was his green paper. That was, I know how I'll get it.
Right.
She's gonna sell $600,000 worth of cars.
And while we were over
real
there,
money.
we bought a 77 Longmire Scottsdale. 400 miles on it.
Jesus.
It was, he got some of the cars.
Well, you just give us your reaction. Just say you're on the, what you did today in the last 24 hours.
Oh,
So I came to Walnut Springs here, played at the Rattlesnake. We just kind of summarize what you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I loaded up my haul out here to Walnut Springs in the middle of nowhere, Texas, to see the ranch and this beautiful car collection. We did a little show at the Rattlesnake Roundhouse, Roadhouse last night. It's been a good trip, and then we did the radio show this morning, and it's been an incredible experience working with John.
That's awesome. Can you just do kind of like a promotional, just say, be sure to watch the John Clay Wolf.
Make sure you tune in, listen, and watch the John Clay Wolf Show, sponsored by gimmedefend.com. I'm JW, and I love it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome, bro.
Good luck in Canada.
That'll be
Oh, very good backdrop. Better than the second.
glasses on. Sorry. He wears glasses again.
You get that lens flare. All right, Jerry Wayne, bro. First off, thank you for fucking taking me on this crazy show and car extravaganza fucking mini show tour.
It's like seeing a diamond mine, brother.
That's what it feels like, especially with that 911. All right, 2 questions, bro. What was your first vehicle?
Well, my first vehicle that was mine was a 1972 F100 long wheelbase with the Explorer package. It had a big block 360 FE in it and a 3 on the tree.
Hell yeah.
3-speed on the tree, old Saginaw transmission in it. And I thought it was the fastest thing that ever been built. I had tuned headers on it. My old man did the heads himself. He was a hell of a engine builder. And he did the heads himself, reworked the heads, and we did a soft rebuild in the frame, just rod bearings and wrist pins and all that good stuff. And then we put tuned headers on it, and it dumped out into 2.5-inch cherry bombs right behind the cab. I could set every car alarm off within a mile. And my favorite thing in the world was take it a parking garage and rack it off a couple times. It had $3,000, all you heard was sirens.
Hell yeah.
Love that truck, still miss it.
Second question, who makes you laugh?
Who makes me laugh? Oh, Man, I really like Nate Bargatze, dude. I'm a big fan of him. His last special didn't hit as hard for me, but I really enjoy his comedy. And I'm not usually a fan of clean comedy, but he's one of those guys that's so funny, you don't realize he's being clean until you're done with it. And outside of him, most of the guys I like are dead. You know, they're just like, you know, there's no, in my mind, there's no better powerhouse than Ralphie May. Ralphie May was one of the best comics that's ever walked this planet. I'd watch him beat crowds to death, 6 shows a week, sold out shows, stay on stage for 2 hours and hurt those people. There's never going to be another, there's just not going to be another thing like that. He was the last gunfighter, I think.
Hell yeah. Well, again, thank you for bringing me on this, man. This has been insane.
Hell yeah, brother.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
There was a 56 Chevy Apache I used to hang out in behind my papa's shop. I had funny books and Shasta out there, so I had a good time. But I grew up permeated. You know, cars always. I'm starting a new podcast called The Wrecking Yard, where I discuss, you know, 46, where this love comes from. And I talk about every car that struck my fancy. The first one that enters my mind is when I was very small, maybe 5 or 6. My father had a 1972 Dodge Charger, and it was green, ugly, but I would lay out there on a little mat and play with my little toy cars and trucks. Well, that's where I learned to cuss. While he worked on that Dodge, you know. He was out there doing fiberglass repairs on it. And he'd set them torsion bars heavy so it would run heavy in the curves, because that's how he liked it. The old man drove it like it was a race car, you know. So it's been a lifelong love to me. I have a great affection for vehicles. I've owned so many myself, and had many love affairs with many beautiful cars and trucks.
How did you get into the story commenting on it?
That was just, I think it's just a natural side effect of who I am. You know, they say do what you know, and I was looking to make content, and I said, you know, I just went out and I was like, here's some things I noticed about type 2s that drive these trucks, and that's how it started out. And then people were like, well, let me send you my truck, so you can tell me who I am and whatever. And it gets real weird. It gets real weird now, because I have people emailing me every day, reaching out to me and going, hey, I'm thinking about buying this Toyota Tundra, and I want to get you take, like, I'm not the review guy. You know, this is all just for shits and giggles. It's not